It is late October and we're actually having a beautiful day today. So we're gonna get a lot of work done in the garden. Even though it's a nice day outside today, we have already had some frost. So a lot of our plants are just completely dead. So we have that to clean up, but we also need to harvest some stuff that's still in the garden. Like we have onions and cabbages and carrots, beets. We have a ton of other things that are still surviving the frost, but they need to be harvested. So come along today and join us as we harvest and clean out the garden. We are going to be harvesting some onions here. This is so exciting. We have some onions that are huge. We also have some that are pretty small, but we're going to get it all out today and clean out this bed and prepare this bed. This is the bed where I am planning on planting garlic. So this whole bed needs to be cleaned out, amended, and prepared for our garlic planting. So let's start over here. Yeah, these are so tiny right here. But that's okay, we have some really big ones to make up for it.
These particular onions took a long time to grow. At one point I wanted to give up on them, but we stuck with them and eventually they grew.
Can you pull this one out? Like it doesn't have something to hold on to. There you go. Nice. This is a much better one. Okay. This one I am so excited about. Look how huge it is. This is the size of my hand. And oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's good size.
Beautiful. It's another big one. Wow. Look at the difference.
Yeah. Some of these didn't grow much at all, like for example this one here. It's so tiny and it's kind of just falling apart.
This one here is weird. I don't know if it's like two onions kind of like growing together into one, or one of them that split into two. It's definitely a weird one. But even if it's split into two, like it's still a decent sized one.
Pretty big one.
Oh, that's a nice one. So we have a few onions that just look kind of moldy and rotted, and we're just gonna put these in the compost. And I think it's because we've had a very wet beginning to our fall season, and that's the only thing I can think of that's what happened. But other than that, the rest of our onions are looking great. So I'm excited. It's a pretty big harvest for this time of the year, and for a bunch of onions that we really didn't even think were gonna grow and amount to anything. We're very pleasantly surprised with this onion harvest. We should have harvested these peppers before the frost came. but it looks like they're still okay. So we have one here and another one over there. They're very small, but they're something. We almost missed this one. We have a third pepper. That one also looks good. I think it's a little bit bigger than the other one. So exciting. These plants right here in this row need to go. We had a lot of zucchini plants in here. That's where the peppers were, basil, and all of those are dead now. So everything just needs to go now. These are the two rows where we had cucumbers, and in our last video we already got the cucumber plants out because they were already done a few weeks ago. And the plant that Glenn is taking out right now, those plants are cucamelons. Do you see them?
Oops.
Here. Oh. They're actually really squishy. I think it's because they've already gone through a frost and the fruit probably got frozen, and now it's kind of gross. Honestly, we didn't even really like that fruit. We didn't get a whole ton to begin with, and then my son didn't care for it. So we decided it wasn't worth it. The plant was kind of a mess and not very productive. So that's something we will not be growing next year. But over here we have peas, and those peas are still doing really well. So those ones we are going to leave over here on the other side as well. Peas here and here. So we're going to leave those there. We have a lot of carrots right here that are in between these rows. I think we're going to harvest those as well. So some of these carrots are really small, like for example this tiny one. But in terms of thickness, they're perfect. But they're just kind of short. So I don't know if it's the variety that we planted that's like this, or what. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I'm happy with these because these were just planted here in some dead space. Ooh, look at this one.
Yeah, that's good size.
Is really good. This is what seemed to be a dead space when we first planted the cucumbers here.
There you go.
So
a long one.
yeah, this is a good one. Okay, so I think this one's gonna be huge. Can you, instead of pulling it, do you see it? Yeah, that one. Instead of pulling it, can you like kind of dig around it?
Yeah.
So it doesn't break? Like right here.
There's a few of these that look like they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah, okay. See if you can pull it out without breaking it.
Just a second.
Not ready?
I don't feel like I'm ready. I've already broken like two. This one here?
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
That one's decent
Ooh, that's very nice. That's another good one.
size.
Oh,
This one too?
yes.
Alright, that one wasn't as big as we thought,
Yeah,
but that's okay.
I thought that one was going to be bigger.
These are a little bit smaller, but it's okay.
Perfect. Oh, you have one right there by your hand. There you go. That one. Oh, see, they're tricky because they look like they're going to be so nice and long, but they're not. Oh, yeah, this one's a long one. I'm afraid to break this one. Ooh,
Got it.
look at
Good
this
job.
one.
Good job.
Oh, nice. Oh, look, this one kind of
Huh, that's
split
interesting.
open, like it cracked. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, these are so good. Like I said, they're not very long, but their thickness is perfect. Oh, look at this one. This one's super fat. Wow, this is the biggest one we've gotten so far. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. That's the biggest one so far. Some of these, the reason why they didn't go so big is because they're right against the other carrots, so there wasn't space for them to grow.
Yeah, we
But-
didn't thin them out
Yeah.
enough, right?
We didn't thin them out enough. But other ones, there was enough space and they took off.
Yeah. Once the cucumber plants started growing, it was pretty impossible to get in there and continue to thin these carrots. So we just let it be, and we knew it would be kind of like a hit or miss. Some of them would be big, some of them would be small, and that's okay. Oh, look at this one. I think this one's gonna be huge.
Oh
It's so thick.
That one looks like it's there's a few of them in here actually.
Yes. Oh my goodness, look at these.
This one's not so big, but
Look at this one.
yeah, that one looks,
But I feel like that one's gonna be even
Yeah.
even bigger.
yeah.
It's so long.
This one might be
Okay,
bigger than the
I
other
think
one maybe.
You can do it. Oh,
Look
wow.
at that, that's great size.
This is great.
Yep, you almost got it.
So,
See it?
wait.
Ooh,
That was
those
a
are
long
some
one, I
good
think.
ones. You got it, Nico. Wiggle it a little bit, but not too much so it doesn't break. You got it, you got it.
It's a wedge.
It's wedged in there, huh?
You almost got it. Oh, there you go. Ooh,
Oh, that's a big one.
Decent
that's a
size.
good one. It's decent sized.
Not the biggest.
Not the biggest for sure. Oh wow, look at those. So that's your method, huh? Just kind of like digging a little bit because they're so tight together. They're so wedged that if you just pull one,
Look at this one.
look, that is the biggest one we've had so
That's huge.
far. Holy cow.
It's good size too.
Wow, these are actually surprising me. I didn't think we were gonna have so many big ones here because they're all so close together. So here are 3 of them. This is a really good sized one, by the way, but we think this is going to be huge. So I'm gonna save that one for last. I'm gonna get this. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, this is amazing. And then do this one. Oh my gosh, yes. It's huge. I don't know if it's the biggest one we've had, but it's one of them up there. It's really good. So exciting. So we got 2 big bucketfuls just from that one row that was in between the 2 cucumber rows, and it's a great harvest. We still have 2 big raised beds that are full of carrots, so I think it's going to be a huge carrot harvest. We still got lots of work to do. Okay, so finally these green bean plants are going to go.
I'm gonna cut these here some, and you can pull them. Oh, hold on, watch it. See that? Now you can kind of like loop them around.
2 weeks ago we were trying to get rid of these plants, but I honestly felt bad because there was so much new growth. And there were so many flowers
There you go.
that I thought we would give it a chance. But in the last 2 or 3 weeks, nothing happened. They only just died. We just came through this row and harvested all the carrots. And here are our chickens just picking through everything that's behind. There were lots of earthworms here, so I'm sure they're having a blast just enjoying all of this goodness here. Oh, we missed a carrot. And looks like she found it. Wow, she's really eating that thing. Good job.
You want to help, buddy?
A few days ago, we picked what was left of the tomatoes because we knew we were going to have a couple of nights with freezing weather. It was a cold and rainy day, but we managed to get all the fruit off the vines, even the green tomatoes.
I forgot what kind it is.
We took down all those plants and added them to our compost pile. Fall is the perfect time of the year to build up our compost pile. It was over for the tomatoes. But that doesn't mean we are done eating fresh cherry tomatoes. We put all our unripe tomatoes in our basement. I have a metal rack that I used in the spring as my seed starting shelf. And now it will serve to ripen all these tomatoes. We had so many tomatoes that we couldn't even fit them in our trays. With this method, we will have fresh tomatoes for weeks to come. So this is one of our beds that is full of carrots. Originally, this was an herb bed, and so I still have some herbs here, but they just got overgrown by the carrots. So some of these are huge, some of them are not so big. I planted lots of different varieties here: white, yellow, purple. So I don't remember exactly what I planted and where, but it'll be a surprise. I think it's kind of the same as the other one. Some of them are the right thickness, but some of these are so short again, just like what we saw in the other bed. Oh well, let's see what we have. Yeah, some of these are looking good. Yeah, so far this is a little disappointing.
Most of these are small, tiny.
Very, very small. I mean, these ones definitely are like this because they were not thinned properly. So that is definitely my fault. But very disappointing.
Here's
There we go.
Here's
Hold
a
on.
few ones. Here's a few good-sized ones right there.
So this is what we were expecting, but I guess I didn't do a good enough job thinning them. Like, we would have wanted, ideally, all of them to be like this. Here's some good
other
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
So these here are the carrots. This is not carrots here.
That's oregano.
This is oregano.
Yeah, so this originally was an herb bed, but I got overzealous and I planted too much carrot, and it turned out to be a carrot bed.
Yeah, like Laura said, a lot of them are just like right up against each other, so they haven't had much space to grow. You can kind of tell. Oh, there's some different colored
Those
ones.
are purple ones. Hold on. Those are so beautiful. I hope they're good size.
That one's not bad.
Wow. Those are so beautiful. So I'm guessing this whole row is the purple carrots. Oh, those are so pretty. Nice. Oh my goodness, look at this huge earthworm. There's so many of these. Look, these were so packed in there. They're just going to be really small.
Yeah, kind of like baby carrots, sort of.
Yeah. They're still edible. They're still good. They're just small.
These ones here are not too bad. Decent size.
Ooh, these purple ones are so pretty. Yeah, so definitely the issue here is just that I did not thin them out.
Oh, look at that one.
Goodness.
That's a good
See,
sized one.
that's what we want. All of them to be like. But in order for that to happen, we just needed to thin them better. Look at these. These are just so tiny. So we got a full wheelbarrow full of carrots from one bed. We still have a whole other bed to harvest, and we already have 2 big bucketfuls that we harvested earlier. So I say this is by far our biggest carrot harvest ever. Okay, I have a good feeling about this. So here is one that looks quite big. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint me. Oh my goodness, look! Hey Glenn, check this one out. This is huge. Okay, so the first row, I remember I did have, I was able to thin them out over here, so I'm hoping we'll get some good ones. So it looks like the first row is a row of yellow carrots. Yep, here we go. We have some yellow carrots in this first row. These are decent. Oh, look at that one. Wow. These are awesome. Every once in a while we have these tiny ones. That's okay. Wow, look at these. These are huge.
It smells really good over here. You can smell the herbs.
Oh yes.
But definitely in this bed we do have to be careful.
Because of the herbs, right?
Right.
Ooh, here's a nice yellow one. Yeah, it smells so good. The oregano and thyme. Oh, this one's gonna be a huge one, I think.
Yeah, it looks pretty big.
Wow, yes. Look at
Yes,
this.
look at that good sized one.
This is huge.
Oops.
Oh, that's a weed.
Okay, good.
Oh, this is gonna be a big one. Yes, look at that. It's gorgeous. Ooh, some pretty big ones here. So here are our sad herbs that are finally seeing the light after I don't know how many months of just being trapped under the growth of these carrots. Okay, here we go. Nice. Oh, these ones here are not thinned out very well. So lots of small ones over here. Yeah, we have some really nice ones mixed in with some small ones. Yep, that's our last carrot bundle of the year. And so this is what we're left with. Our herbs that just didn't have a chance to grow. We have some rosemary over there, oregano, thyme. One of those from over there is lavender. More oregano and thyme everywhere. But wow, seriously, these plants have been shaded out the entire season. Once those carrots grew, the other herbs just did not have a chance. So here's our insane amount of carrots that we got from 2 beds. And we have more over there on the table. And honestly, there's still so much more to harvest, but the sun is going down. We're getting exhausted. I don't know how much more we can do today. Okay, and then now this is the last of the squash. This is our butternut squash. Ready or not, they must come out because we're getting freezing temperatures now at night. So we have 3 butternut squash, and then honey, behind you there is a spaghetti squash. Here's the cabbage one. I think it looks good. It's just a little dirty. Some of the outer leaves. Yeah, that looks good. We have a few more cabbages here on this bed, on a different bed, but they're just not quite ready. So we're not gonna get any more. I think this one will be good for now. We're gonna let the other ones grow. We still have so many celery plants. So much. We just can't possibly eat it all at once. So we're only gonna harvest 2 today. These are massive. Yeah, those are just 2 celery plants. Well, here is today's harvest. It has been amazing. I am actually shocked at how much we got today. I was not expecting this at all. We still have a ton of carrots that are in the wheelbarrow. We can't even fit on this table. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work. We're exhausted. It's getting dark, but we did it. We harvested most of what's in the garden. We still have herbs in the garden. We still have maybe about 10 celery plants still in there. We still have some leafy greens and cabbages and peas that will continue to grow, and even some beets that are not quite ready to harvest yet. But I say this is a huge harvest, and we are absolutely pleased with this. We are so excited, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. This will definitely be our last big harvest for the season, but I hope you stick around. I have a lot of ideas for videos and different things that we're going to do over the winter time, and also as we get ready for spring. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure you like and subscribe.